Good morning. Hope you're having a great week. It is Friday, January 20th, 8:27 a.m. Central Standard Time, local time here in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Dakota, yay, eh? So I'm here picking up a load and headed back to Texas. And then I'm going to deadhead to the house afterwards. So, what's going on? Well, anybody who's been following my videos knows that I took a load from Texas to Williston, North Dakota, way up in northeast or northwest. I'm sorry, northwest North Dakota. And after I delivered that load, it was basically, well, I got there early for the delivery, and the business was closed throughout Christmas. So I had to sit there for like 3 or 4 days until I could deliver the load. And then I delivered the load on December 27th, and I sat there for like a week or two. It was like a week and a half that I sat there waiting for a load, and there were no loads coming out of that area. Within a couple hundred miles of Williston, there were no loads. There were several loads that I could have gotten that were over in western North Dakota, over in the Fargo Grand Forks area, but I couldn't. It was like a 300 to 4. It was like a 400-mile deadhead approximately to get over to the western side of North Dakota, and I couldn't make any of the pickup and or delivery appointments because I was so far away. So after waiting for a load for like a week and a half, I just finally decided to deadhead over to Fargo. So I deadheaded to Fargo, and then I sat in Fargo for like another week and a half, waiting for a load. So I've been since I delivered the last load. It's been over 3 weeks of me hanging out in North Dakota. Now, before people start freaking out, because whenever most people like hear how much I sit around at the truck stop, they lose their damn mind. I feel like I need to explain myself every time I mention that sitting around at the truck stop. Um, my business is set up to allow me to sit and park whenever I want or need. I can sit at the house for long periods of time. I can sit at the truck stop for long periods of time. It's not a big deal. And I am not, I don't have my business set up so that I just have to keep the tires spinning hauling cheap freight. So I'll sit around waiting for really good loads. I don't just keep the truck moving with whatever's available. So I'm very particular about the loads I take. There are specific places that I want to go, specific places I'm not willing to go. There are rates that I'm not willing to haul freight at. So here comes somebody. I don't know if there's two different areas. I think this is the shipping, and the next set of docks down is receiving. So I hope this guy is delivering a load and not gonna try and park next to me, because there's only 3 dock doors where I'm at right now, or 4. There's 4, but one of them has a ramp attached to it that's not used for trucks. It looks like that person's delivering a load. I don't know. They don't have a seal or a lock or anything. Their flap holding their lever on their door isn't even closed. It's open. I don't know how dumbasses drive around like that. Like, do they just never inspect their equipment? I freak out every time I see somebody driving around with something like that. Like, the little latch isn't covering up the lever. That lever could bounce up and, fall down. That damn door could come open while they're driving down the road. I don't know. I lock my trailer doors even when it's empty. Like, I always have a lock on my trailer. But anyway, what the hell was I talking about? So yeah, like, I was having fun sitting. Like, one of the reasons that I sat for so long is because I was enjoying myself. I was playing a video game, I was watching TV, I was basically doing the same kind of stuff I would do at my house, and I was enjoying myself. And the reason I booked this load is because I felt like driving. I felt like I stopped enjoying. Well, I didn't stop enjoying myself. I started running out of clothes. Like I'm starting to okay, so I'm not like running out of clothes. Okay, let me try to explain. I have like a set of clothes, a lot of clothes that I put in my cabinets, in my drawers in the truck. And I use those when I'm out over the road. I wash them when I'm at home and I put them back in the cabinet drawers. Well, I have a huge tub, like a massive, like plastic rubber storage tub that is full of extra clothes. And basically, what's happened, oh, I can hear them lowering the ramp right now. They're just about to start loading me finally. Um, I used up the clothes in my drawers, and I've had to go to my spare clothes tub. So that started freaking me out because I've never used clothes out of that tub before. I've never done that. So I want to get back home and get clothes washed. The APU has been broken almost the entire time I've been out over the road. The APU will still function. Everything on the APU works. It charges the batteries, it starts, it runs fine, everything works. The only thing that doesn't work is the generator. And the generator powers the HVAC system. So the heat and air off the APU does not work. That's not an issue right now in cold temperatures because I have a diesel bunk heater. So I can just turn on my S-Bar or Webasto heater or whatever it is, and it will keep the truck nice and toasty. Like I've been in negative 27-degree weather and it can get it up to 100 degrees inside this truck in those temperatures. Like that little bunk heater is amazing. So I just have the APU in battery maintenance mode and I have that bunk heater set up for heat and air. That's not so that works out great now, but as I move south and I get into warmer temperatures, it's going to get uncomfortable in this truck. I'm going to have All right, let's see if this guy can read the signs. There's a sign that says trucks do not enter this gate, go to gate 3. But all of their signs are not easy to read and they're covered in snow and ice. All right, he saw the sign. Now he's inching his way down the road. It's scary. It's scary to go down like past an entrance in one of these trucks because this like it's a dirt road to get to this place. You do not want to drive past this place. There's nowhere to turn around. You're gonna have to back all the way back to somewhere. Um, but all right, I forgot what I was talking about again. Um, oh, I ran out of clothes. The APU being broken. Running out of clothes. I've been away from the house for a long time. I kind of feel like I need to get back by there. I have people that check on the house for me and stuff like that. I have people that watch the house. I know the damn thing hasn't burnt down or anything. I have cameras, but I still would like to get by the house every now and then to check on things. Um, what the fuck is this guy doing? He drove right past the sign. There's a big sign that says stop here and call this number to check in. So this guy almost came in the wrong gate. He ended up going in the correct gate, and then he drove right past the sign that said stop here and call this phone number to check in. And I don't know what in the fuck he's doing. He just parked diagonally across the road. And he's walking over to the office. So yeah, he didn't call the phone number and he's walking over to the office. I don't think there's anybody for him to talk to at this office because they told me that after I got loaded, they would give me directions for getting over to the office that's to my right. This guy is trying to go over to the office over here to my left. I don't know what in the hell this guy's doing. He can't follow instructions. And this is like every one of these places that we pick up from and deliver to has their own set of rules on how they want things to happen. And every one of these places gets so pissed off if drivers don't do exactly whatever their process is. And these fucking idiots don't realize that every fucking place has a process. Okay, somebody just told him he needs to go back and call that number. So now he's walking back to the sign to get the phone number. Um, so, I mean, we do have dumbasses that just can't read and that have, there are people that can't read English. A lot of trucks, like you're not supposed to be able to get a CDL if you can't read English, if you can't read the fucking signs, the road signs. But there are a lot of people that can't read, write, or speak English that have CDLs. So they can't read the signs. And then there are people that just choose not to read the signs. It could be very overwhelming trying to maneuver one of these trucks in, and you just might not like, you might be focused on something else, and you might not notice a fucking sign. There have been times where I've missed a sign because there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and I just didn't happen to look over there. And some of these places have massive signs. It's like reading a fucking contract. They have, you know, a fucking book on a sign over here, and they expect you to read and remember that whole thing. And sometimes they have multiple signs like that explaining just all kinds of ridiculous shit. And you can't just sit there for 15 minutes blocking the road while you read all their damn signs. So, I don't know. It's dealing with these places can be frustrating. But anyway, back to what's going on with me. So, I had plenty of opportunities to take loads. It's not like there weren't any loads. I just chose not to take the loads that were available. And then I just finally decided that I wanted to head to the house, and I booked this load. Um, this load pays somewhere around 380 or 390 a mile on the full rate. I don't know for sure because they increased the rate after I booked the load. It was $4,000 and they bumped it up to $4,100, which is going to take it up by like 10 cents a mile. So it's somewhere around 370, 380 a mile, somewhere in that area. I can't remember exactly. Um, it's from Grand Forks, North Dakota to Bonham, Texas, which is just northeast of Dallas. It is a heavy, heavy, heavy load. Max weight load of totes. Again, I brought totes up here, and I'm going to take totes out of here. I brought totes from was it Sonora, Texas? I think it was Sonora, Texas. I can't remember the town in Texas that I picked the load up from, but I think it was Sonora, Texas to Williston, North Dakota that I hauled the load of totes up here. And now I'm taking totes from Grand Forks back down to Bonham, Texas. I was hoping to take empty totes back down to Texas, but nope, I'm taking loaded totes. I'm hoping that these totes have a low freezing temperature and they'll freeze solid because the totes that I brought up here were sloshing around like crazy in Texas. But I took a 10-hour break just south of Wichita, Kansas, and those totes froze solid while I was on my 10-hour break. And no more sloshing the rest of the drive. So I'm hoping that these totes are going to freeze solid and I'm not going to have to deal with them sloshing all the way down to Texas. And I need to wrap up this video. I'm going to try to keep it short because once they get me loaded, they're going to call me and give me instructions on where to go to pick up the paperwork. And they told me that I need to bring my ID with me. And hopefully this dumbass that doesn't know how to read signs gets out of the damn road by the time I get done, because they've got a scale over here But this idiot that did not stop where he was supposed to just stopped like in the middle of the damn road. I can't get to the scale with him parked there. So hopefully he gets sorted out and gets the hell out of the way by the time I get loaded so that I can go over there. And I hope they let me use the scale. Whenever I go pick up my paperwork, I'm going to ask them if I can use their scale. That'll save me some money and maybe even some time if I'm overweight. But anyway, let's wrap up this video. So yeah, I'm taking off. This load delivers Monday morning in Bonham, and as soon as I get unloaded, I plan on deadheading to the house. I don't know if I'm going to go straight home because I need to get a DOT inspection done on this trailer. Um, so what I might do is whenever I get home or whenever I get to Oklahoma City, I might go in and get a DOT inspection done and then uh, go to the house. I might go to the truck stop first and get a DOT inspection done and then go home, which sucks because the truck stop is on the opposite side of town. It's like 20 plus miles one way. So it'll be, an extra hour of driving, just to get the DOT inspection done. But if I don't get it done now, then I'll have to get it done before I leave the house, which could screw me up on a load to leave the house on because, I might find a really good load to leave the house on, but I can't take it because I need to get a DOT inspection because I have to leave. So it's better to get it done once I get there. That way I don't have anything I need to do to go pick up a load. But if they call me while I'm recording the video, it'll mess up the video. So let me wrap this up. I'll probably make a driving video as soon as I get loaded and start leaving here. This place is on a fucking dirt road about 3.5 miles off of the interstate. So there is not, and this place is right next to the interstate, but there's not an exit right here where this place is at. So I had to exit about 3.5, 4 miles north of this place and then drive south along the interstate on a dirt road to get here. All right, this guy got a dock door. The one that was can't read signs was parked in the middle of the road. So now he's coming. Hopefully he doesn't park next to me because he seems like a moron. But it's another reefer. So 2 reefers and a dry van docked over in the other docks over there. That guy doesn't have any seals or locks or anything on his trailer. So are they all picking up loads? Um, anyway, I said I was going to wrap this up. But yeah, I'll probably start making a video as soon as I leave here. If I can scale here, then I'll probably start recording as soon as I leave this place. If I have to scale at the Flying J, then I'll probably start recording after I leave the Flying J because I don't want to sit there and I don't have a pause button. And while I'm scaling, there's going to be a whole bunch of dead air of, me typing in numbers and shit like that. So, yeah, hopefully they won't have a problem with me using the scale here and I'll be able to get scaled here um, and I'll start recording from here and show you this nasty ass dirt, ice and snow covered road that I have to drive on to get to this place. So, yeah, that's what's going on with me. And I'll throw up another video here shortly. I'll make a driving video. So hope you're having a good one. And if you're not having a good week, then the weekend's about to begin. So hopefully that's better than the week. Bye.